$3,140 refund checks from the IRS. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, we're going to be discussing the latest details out of the IRS with tens of millions of checks going out to tens of millions of Americans in the amount of tens of billions of dollars. There's a lot of money going out the door right now. Let's get into it and discuss all the details. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and because I am your one and only daily advocate. Not only that, because we are rapidly approaching 500,000 subscribers right here on the channel, and it would mean so much to me if you hit that subscribe button right down below. Also, please remember, I'm here for you every single day, no matter what, as that is my dedication, my commitment, and my promise to you and everybody right here in the community as I'm watching all this new information hitting the wire, doing the necessary research and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay updated with what's actually going on and how it's going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course anything showing up right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please remember, I'm here for you no matter what. That's my promise and I'm sticking to it. So please subscribe down below if you haven't done so, and let's get into it and talk about the checks going out from the IRS in the amount of $3,140 on average to tens of millions of Americans all across the country. And how do you get one, right? That's what I want to know. How do I get one of these checks? Good question. Let's talk through the details about all this, and let's talk about what the IRS is now saying, because there's a lot of money flowing out the door right now. In fact, almost $100 billion has been sent out from the IRS so far. It's a lot of money. Again, how do I get some of that, right? I think we all want to know that. How do I get some of that? That's a lot of money. How can I get more than even $3,000? Again, good questions. All right, so this is a report as of February, right? So obviously here we are in March. Can't believe it already. Can you believe we're already this far into the year? Yeah, this year is zipping right on by, right? But this is as of February, so not that long ago, but these are the new numbers. So as of February, the IRS has received 36.9 million tax returns so far. That's a lot. Now, here's the deal. Apparently, they are buzzing right on through these, and apparently they are processing these things very, very quickly right now, because according to this report, they have also processed 36.8 million of these returns. So apparently, they're processing them nearly as fast as they are coming in. So not bad, because here's the thing. Remember this much. Over the last few years here, they have been backed up a lot, like tens of millions of tax returns. They've been backed up for many, many months. In fact, for the vast majority of the year, they've been backed up. So this is great. They're processing these things through very, very quickly and getting these checks out the door to millions and millions of people. So as a result of that, the 36.9 million returns that they have received so far, it looks like about 27.8 million of them have resulted in a refund. So it looks like about one fourth of the tax returns that are coming in are actually due either no refund or they need to pay in. Meanwhile, the other 3/4 of the tax returns that are coming in actually result in a tax refund as a result of the refunds, the statistics and the numbers that we have as of right now. But remember, they still have a lot to go here. They still have tens of millions of returns to go. So this is still just brushing the surface, but these are the numbers that we know as of right now. Now get this. As of so far this year, they have paid out $87.2 billion in refunds in these checks that they've sent out so far. So again, not bad, right? That is a lot of money. Now get this. At the same time last year, the IRS had paid out $78 billion worth of refunds at this same time last year. So technically, this year, they've paid out an extra $9 billion more than what they did last year at this exact same time. So again, it seems like they're either processing these things faster, or maybe just the money that have been going out so far is possibly a little bit more. Now, here's the other details I want to share with you. As of right now, obviously, the average refund that people are getting is $3,140. So $3,140 is the average refund that people are getting. Now, obviously, some people are getting more, some people are getting less, some people are getting zero, but this is the average refund as of right now. However, get this. This is down 11% from what it was last year. The average refund last year was a little bit under $3,600. $3,400. And this year, it's, obviously $3,140. So that's an 11% difference of what it was last year. So you might be wondering, wait, why? Why are we getting less money this year than what we were last year as a result of tax refunds? Good question. Here's why. Last year was kind of interesting because, remember, last year when we were filing in early 2022 on the behalf of 2021, there were a couple different things that happened in 2021. Number one, in March of 2021, there was a $1,400 stimulus check. It was a third stimulus check at that time, actually. A $1,400 stimulus check that was approved in March of 2021. And then starting in July of 2021 as well, there was also the advanced child tax credit payments that were bumped up as well. Those were sent out in the second half of 2021 as ongoing monthly checks, and then the second half was actually sent out as a result of a tax refund as well. So last year, by default, there was a lot more money going out as a result of just those two things alone. Stimulus checks and, of course, the advanced child tax credit payments. And then the second half that was claimed on tax returns in early 2022. So that is why. So this is actually no surprise, considering a few months ago, I believe it was maybe in the fall of last year of 2022, maybe early fall sometime, or maybe early, it wasn't quite in winter yet. So it was in the fall of last year, maybe sometime around November or so, around that time frame. The IRS actually came out and said, beware everybody, tax refunds this coming year, as in this year, 2023, on the behalf of 2022, are going to be less. We knew this. The IRS announced this a few months ago, and they let us know about this because there was no advanced child tax credit payment, and there was no stimulus check either, or recovery rebate credit. So as a result of that, that money is not being claimed right now on 2022 tax filings because there wasn't anything last year in 2022, right? So that is the reason why. However, there's a lot more money to go out, and the IRS, still has a lot more tax returns to process, and again, many, many more checks to go out. And this is all as of February. Now remember, filing date is in the middle of April, okay? So as a result of that, we still have a month and a half to go, and they have tens of millions of returns, and they have a lot more checks to be issued. So we'll be getting more statistics on this. Of course, as we work our way through March, maybe these numbers will be adjusted a little bit more as we get further details on this. And then, of course, April as well, as they get even more returns coming in. So hope this one helps you. But let me point this out really quickly as well. If you are somebody that still needs to file a tax return, now obviously this is not tax advice, this is not accounting advice, this is not advice in any way, shape, or form. I don't know your exact situation, and I cannot give you advice here in this short video, but I can tell you this much. If you are somebody who earns under $73,000 a year, if you'd like, you can file your free federal tax return. You can go to the IRS website if you'd like to. Again, not required. You can if you want to. But the IRS has something, it's called Free File. So IRS Free File, it's been something that they've been doing for many, many years now. You can go on the IRS website. They partner with very popular tax preparation software, and you can go on there provided your income is below $73,000. And you can file your federal tax return for free on the IRS website with that IRS free file. If you'd like to, you can do that. So remember this much as well. That is just for your federal return, okay? It's not for your state return. So if you're in a state that requires you to file a state tax return, it's not going to help you with that. But it will help you with your federal return, which is pretty nice as well, right? Otherwise, you could always, you could do it by paper if you wanted to. I wouldn't advise that. Again, they can't tell you what to do, but I wouldn't advise doing paper just because it's going to take a very, very long time. Now, if you can file electronically, a couple things that I would suggest, okay? I would just suggest this. If you have a refund coming due, number one, if you can file electronically, you're going to get your refund a lot faster. If you can also link a bank account or some type of account to get your refund directly deposited into that, you're going to get that amount way, way faster, okay? You're going to get your deposit and your refund significantly faster than if you're waiting for a paper check in the mail. If you can, completely avoid a paper check. Now, again, obviously, I know that's not the case for everybody. Not everybody can get direct deposit, but if you can, you're going to get that payment way, way, way faster than waiting for a paper check to arrive in your mailbox, which could take several weeks, possibly even a couple months for it to arrive, okay? And then it also has the potential of possibly being lost or maybe being delivered to a wrong address or something like that. So again, a lot of different obstacles there. Obviously, we want to avoid all of that and get you that money as quickly as possible. So remember all of that as well, okay? So those are a couple details. One more quick side note, and then I'm going to let you go, which is generally from the time that you submit your tax return to the IRS, generally they say 21 days. 21 days for processing of your tax return and getting your refund, okay? So if you submitted your tax return and you have not received your refund yet and you're still within that 21-day window, don't try calling the IRS. They're not going to have anything for you, okay? Generally, they say pretty much don't call us until after 21 days. That's pretty much what they say, okay? So try not to call them. I know it's very tempting. I know a lot of us need the money immediately. I know a lot of us are looking at the situation thing. I need the money right away. I'm going to call them and ask them to expedite the process. It's not going to work, okay? Just letting you know. For the most part, generally, if they receive a phone call before the 21-day window is, up and you have not received your payment, if you call them and you're in that 21-day window, they're generally just going to tell you, we can't do anything yet. We're still processing this. And whatever else like that. So they're pretty much not going to tell you anything. Beyond the 21 days, if you have not received your refund beyond the 21 days, then you could possibly call them and maybe they could look into it for you, but they probably will not expedite the processing of your tax return or your refund. They might just be able to tell you the details of it and where it currently sits in the process, okay? So hope that helps to make sense a little bit to try to expedite that money getting into your possession. And yes, I also do recognize that a lot of people here in this community may not file tax returns, but you might want to look at your situation because a lot of times for low income and fixed income beneficiaries, a lot of times there are tax credits that you can claim that you may not know about that result in a refund to you, a refundable tax credit. So even if your income is zero on paper, you could possibly still get a tax credit. In a lot of instances, people who are non-filers, there's a lot of money that is left on the table because you may not even know about it as a result of a tax credit that's sitting out there. You can claim that you might not know about, and then when you go to file, you get that, okay? So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that this is everybody's situation, but I'm just saying in a lot of instances, there are people out there who are non-filers because of their situation and because of their fixed income benefit being low enough that you don't file, and then all of a sudden, there's a lot of money that's left on the table, okay? So I'm just saying you might want to consider looking at it or talking to somebody that knows your situation. There's a lot of money out there. Anyway, this is the season of giving. Well, not really. I think we're beyond that season. But my point is, it's the season of giving out of the IRS, okay? The IRS does not give all that often. When they do, please grab what you have coming due to you, because their season of giving is very short, and then the season of giving from all of us to the IRS is a lot longer. You know what I mean? We give to the IRS a lot more out of the year than what they give to us. So if there's anything out there that you can get from them, and again, they're just processing returns. So hope this makes sense. I hope it helps you out. So anyway, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Thanks again for your support. Truly do appreciate it. I'm here for you in any way that I can be. As always, that's my promise. I'm sticking to it. So enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later in the next one. I'll see you later in the next one, and